is Lukashenko hoping to get out of these talks?
Well, there are two main things, I think, Annette. The first one is that this is a sign that the pressure is growing on Alexander Lukashenko, because this is the first overseas trip that he's made since these protests started after his election on the 9th of August. That election, which has been contested by the opposition as a rigged poll, and they say he's been in power too long, for 26 years, and they want him out of office. And there have been growing protests since then on a regular basis, which he's not managed to put down, despite bringing out the law and order forces by rounding up opposition members and reports of torture and harassment of the protesters. So Alexander Lukashenko is in Sochi today. Now, what he wants is Vladimir Putin to be his staunch supporter and ally, to send in forces to help put down that rebellion. He wants that assurance from the Russian leader. And the other thing that he wants is financial assistance to help him overcome that contestation that's going on, the protests that are going on in his country. The question that everybody is asking now is what is Vladimir Putin going to do? Is Vladimir Putin going to give in to Alexander Lukashenko and send in those forces, or is he going to sit back and wait? Now, there is reason to believe that he may wait a while, because this is not an anti-Russian protest. This is not a pro-democracy, pro-Western protest. This is an anti-Alexander Lukashenko protest in Belarus. And so he is saying to himself, Putin, let's just get this out of the way. Let them deal with it themselves. It's an internal matter. I'm not going to get involved that much. And to be quite honest, the two of us have never got on very well with each other, so it might be better for me if Alexander Lukashenko were to go, and then I would have more control over the future of Belarus.
Yes, as you point out, there's no love lost between those two leaders. But what has been the reaction from the opposition, both within Belarus and also those who've been exiled outside the country?
Well, there has been unanimous condemnation of this meeting today, basically saying that any agreement or any kind of treaty signed between Vladimir Putin and Alexander Lukashenko will be null and void. And the opposition is saying quite categorically, once Lukashenko has gone and when it gets into power, it is going to rewrite all of those treaties that have been signed with Russia. So Russia should be discussing the matter with them and not with Alexander Lukashenko, whom they consider as a illegitimate leader in the country right now. So it's difficult for Vladimir Putin, I think, to come up with an easy solution to all of this. As I said, he's probably going to leave this to brew for a while. He doesn't see Alexander Lukashenko as a very reliable partner, and he knows that because of all the condemnation of the clamping down on the protests from the European Union, he can't sign a deal with them. So he really has only got Russia to turn to. So Russia is now holding the cards as to the future of Alexander Lukashenko as the president.